Thank you. Okay.
So I'm going to quickly introduce Olivia. Olivia Reimer is a pastoral student at the Prairie College, and you might notice that there's a few other pastors here. There's Travis and Justin, and I want to introduce mine and Blake's pastoral professor in charge of the pastoral program at Prairie College, a dear friend of ours, Kelly Steffen, over there in the corner. Mm-hmm. So, Olivia, welcome, and we look forward to this.
Thank you. All right. Hello, everybody. I am so excited to be here with you guys and excited to share a bit of my testimony with you all. Since none of you really know who I am, I'll share a quick overview about me. Like Carson said, my name is Olivia Reimer, and I'm from Steinbach, Manitoba. I have 2 older brothers and 2 wonderful parents, and I grew up in the church. I felt God place the call in my heart to become a missionary, and so I went to Prairie Bible College to get an intercultural studies degree and then also get a bit of a church ministry degree as well. So I'm very excited about being there. This is my 2nd year there and have learned so much already. So when I found out I was going to be sharing my testimony today on Mother's Day, which happy Mother's Day, everybody, I figured it would be appropriate to share a story from my life that had to do with my mother. And then I also thought that a testimony is supposed to be about God's work in my life, not my mother's, but these ideas reminded me of a story and a Bible verse that I'm going to share with you guys. So in Matthew 27, Jesus spoke and said, "Jerusalem, Jerusalem, you who kill the prophets and stone those sent to you, how often have I longed to gather your children together, as a hen gathers her chicks under her wings, and you were not willing." So the part I was reminded of is the mother hen image of that verse, not the killing of the prophets. So I'm very much of a perfectionist who likes to know what's going on and likes to be in control. However, a worldwide pandemic hit and completely messed with all of that. I didn't have a great way of dealing with all of the uncertainty, and so I simply didn't. For about a year, I shoved all of my feelings of anger and disappointment and helplessness down until last spring, about a year ago, when it all came out in a tidal wave. I experienced very severe anxiety and wasn't really able to make any decision at all. It was in this time where I didn't know how to reach out to God. I'd grown up in the church, my entire family are Christians, my dad works in ministry, yet I felt stuck. I felt like a little kid in a mud pile who's so messy and kept slipping and falling whenever I tried to get up. I didn't know what to pray, I didn't know where to read in my Bible, I didn't know how to reach God in this moment. Everything just felt way too overwhelming. My mom, though, was an angel. When I couldn't even make the simplest decision of what to eat for breakfast, she would choose it for me and then pack my lunch while she was at it. She was patient and kind, hugged and held me when life seemed so overwhelming, and knew how to take care of me, when all I could really do was just sit there. And I don't think I realized it until I started preparing this testimony, but this was such a reflection of how God was taking care of me through this time and the way he was taking care of me. When I couldn't function as a normal human, when I couldn't make any decisions, take any responsibility, accomplish any task, God sent both my mom and my dad to either do it for me or encourage me every small step of the way. I couldn't reach God, and so God reached me. And when praying or going to church felt way too overwhelming, because if choosing a breakfast food was difficult, then connecting with the Lord Almighty, which is so much more important, it just seemed impossible. When that happened, he sent me a cousin who emailed me a list of worship songs to listen to, and I listened to that playlist on repeat the entire summer. I couldn't reach God, and so God reached me. There were so many times when I felt so far from being human and so far from God. Yet it was in this time where my Heavenly Father took me under his wings and cared for me like a mother hen. God sent my own mother to care for me, along with other people, songs, experiences, cards, to reach me and touch me, to care for me, when all I could do was just sit there like a little kid in a mud pile. And now, when I'm not so stuck in that mud pile of anxiety and helplessness, God is reaching me through this trip that we're on. Like my mom disciplined me when I disobeyed, God is reminding me of the ways I am not who he made me to be. He's reminding me I am prideful, selfish, judgmental, and so determined to do things my own way. He's reminding me of the way I am making myself more when God should be the most in my life. To be honest, I didn't want to share that part with you guys this morning. In my pride, I didn't want to admit my faults. Yet God pushed me to share this with you, to share how God is still reaching me in my sin and still working in me, refusing to let me remain in my sinful ways. So if you guys take anything away from my testimony, I hope you get two things. Number one, that God knows you, that he knows how to and does take care of you, who holds you under his wings like a mother when all you can do is sit there. And two, God, like a mother, does not let you remain in your disobedience. He will mold you in the person that you are supposed to be. So thank you so much for listening to me today. It's been an honor to be here with you all.